Airbnb cash flow is typically a product of, is there travel demand in the area? And oftentimes it's difficult to diagnose why people go to an area, but directionally, larger metropolitan cities and the surrounding areas, they just have more people moving there, trying to explore outside the city, friends, family who come through for, and these are the typical buckets of why people travel to almost any area. There are graduations, ceremonies, commencements, all kinds of random one-off events that typically incur large groups of families getting together. Friend group travel, so bachelor, bachelorette parties, guys and buddies who just want to go out into an area, staycations, so especially in Austin, for example, a ton of people who've lived in the area or maybe just recently moved, they're always going 30, 60, 90, 120 minutes drive time outside of the city and going and exploring there. So it's typically really hard to pinpoint exactly why people come to an area because there are so many different buckets. The one area where it is relatively easy to pinpoint is somewhere like Disney in Kissimmee or Davenport. So for the rest of those areas, so then you kind of zoom in, why do people go to Dallas? Why do people go to Austin? The honest answer is if you were to survey every one of your guests, you'd probably get a very even distribution across those 5, 6, or 7 buckets. Group travel in some capacity, whether it's family oriented, there are two or three buckets for like what people do as families, and then there are 2 to 3 to 4 buckets in terms of what people do in terms of group travel with friends. So the honest answer is the only way you'll really know is if you've been live in that area and you surveyed every single one of your guests and you looked at the distribution. 60 to 80% of travel in just about every area is honestly the exact same thing.